Hello, everyone, and welcome to Meticulous Talks on February 18th. I am, as always, Cursed Chords.
I'm Hithroc.
Welcome, Hithroc. So glad to speak with you.
Yeah, it's always a good time. It's been what? Many years? I don't
Many,
count.
yeah, we both kind of have, well, yeah, you don't count. I lost count a while ago. Um, but it's February. We've kind of somewhat unofficially said that mid-February is when we do our anniversary of this stream, and we always try to do something special. And this year we've got something special, I think I would say, uh, for all of you today. It is just going to be a core match, but there's a notable difference.
No, it's just a regular, your good old core match. Nothing special about it. Unless,
We'll see. Even regular core matches between the two of us tend to be special in their own
well,
ways. Um,
will this game be 14 versus 15 points again?
it's possible. We'll see. It's either going to be that, or else it's going to be 15-0. I think. So let me just bring the audience in here. We are here in TTS. Hithroc has got his deck set up. I brought two, and I haven't decided yet which to play. I should perhaps explain what the twist is today. Last year, or well, for the last several years, I kind of plugged away at a custom set. That I just kind of designed in my free time, and it got published last year. And Hithroc and Arakat from Commentaries Magic have both been very generous with their time in helping me to get those cards into TTS so that we can actually play a game with them. So this will be a core match of regular core plus my set. The Great Game is what it's called. Most of you probably will have never seen these cards unless you looked at the spreadsheet when I posted it in Discord last year. So we will be careful to explain each card as it hits the field.
Mhm.
So, how? I guess I get to choose which deck I want to play. And you playing blue. Hithroc already revealed that to me. His main is Seleno.
Yeah, my main is Selena. That's all Cursed knows for now. Also, one thing to point out is that we built the decks in such a way that we would use the new set cards.
Yes.
So it's not just like, oh, I'm taking the best meta deck out there. No, we're actually trying to use the set as much. Well, not as much as we can. Reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'll point out that this is really the first time that any of these cards have been used in a real game. So I'm
Yeah.
not entirely sure how this is going to go. I think there's a real good chance that we're both going to pull out some weird stuff.
Yeah.
And it's either going to work or else it's going to not work. That just goes without saying given the way that we build decks, but yeah. So, Ithroc's playing Seleno. I have two decks here. I've got a blue-orange deck and a yellow-pink deck. Don't know. I really don't know which I prefer.
What do you think is better against Selena?
Probably the yellow pink one, I think.
Fair enough.
So we'll
And
go with
Selena is
that.
kind of a wild card main.
If
There's
if
a lot of things you can do with her.
if this game is incredibly short, maybe I'll try the other one too. We'll find out. So quick explanation of my main here. Seleno is Seleno. Everyone knows that one. We have Queen Novo. It is a regular home limit 3, 1 power card. Its flip condition is simply if you have 6 AT, turn it over. So in some sense, a relatively easy flip condition. In the other sense, well, you need to wait a couple turns to get there. And then on its backside, home limit 4, 3 power, and it says, at the start of your score phase, if you played no more than one friend this turn, choose an opposing friend or troublemaker to get -6 power until the end of your next turn. So it's a really interesting yellow main, in that it encourages you to play few friends. I have a sideboard. Do you?
I did, but I kind of don't want to cut anything, so I'll just go with it.
Okay,
Well, I cut 2 cards.
I will actually have a look and see if the probably.
Oh, but I guess you need to see my problem before.
Actually, yeah, I guess I do get to do that. Okay.
It's a very straightforward
we are
choice for
both
Selena.
we are both starting that problem. Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, it's
It-
a really good problem for Selena. It's just pay 1 to flip and score 2 points every time.
Sure. Let's. Yeah, I'll go the same as you.
Should I cut some entry? Nah, I'm fine. I'll play 48 cards. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. We are gonna play with. I guess it is the official rule now. Roll to
Yeah.
see. Roll to choose.
I think it is the official as of today, actually. Because I think today
yeah,
is
that's
when
right.
the document review comes into effect.
That's right. All right. So sorry, just to explain these opening problems because you might not have seen them before. It's a 4 wild to me, 6 wild. Well, yeah, to the other, and it's simply starting problem. When your main character turns over for the first time this game, gain 1 AT. Very simple, very straightforward starting problem.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I think.
It's very good on mains that are just pay to flip, or in my case, free to flip. All right. Alrighty.
You choose.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think this main wants the extra AT, so I will choose to play second.
Interesting. Okay.
So yeah, now we draw.
What percentage of your deck is the set cards? Do you know?
It's a fair amount. It'd be, I think it's more than a third.
I think mine is like more than a half. I've used a lot of new cards.
Interesting. Okay. I mean this looks okay. Yeah,
And I regret not having enough entry.
I will keep this.
I will mull.
Alrighty.
What is this? Okay, I guess that's what it is. All right, so
You're going
are we
first.
starting?
Take it away.
I'm going first. I get 280. Let's see if I play anything. I mean, let's see. So that's. I'll pass.
Okay. I am gonna get myself 3 AT and pass it back.
All right.
This main is generally pretty boring in the first few turns.
Draw a card. Okay, I'm gonna pay 2 to flip.
Okay.
I'm gonna gain 180 back because my main flipped. Gonna move Selena over here.
Ready?
And I'm gonna play Citizen of Yakakistan, which is Swift. When one of your characters becomes exhausted, this card gains Agile until the end of the turn. 1 cost, 3 rec, 2 power.
Pretty good.
Score phase confront.
Looks good to me.
Pass to you.
Okay. I will gain 3 AT. And draw a card. I have 6 AT, so I will boost my main
Okay.
and get another AT. Alrighty. Now this is where the fun happens.
Till the end of your next turn. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's how it works against troublemakers. Actually, this is a pretty good way to start. I will pay 2 for a staff,
Okay.
and then 1 to use it on your friend.
Let's do it. Hoofer. You win.
I know there's some fun things you can do with Hufar. Yes, that's a good point. And then I will pay 2 for. Let's just put Jorno over there. And then I will go to score phase. I've only played 1 friend this turn, so I
Okay.
will give only friend or troublemaker. That's right. Can't use mains. Good point.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be really bad if I couldn't
Be
play my
really
cards.
good. Yeah. All right. Well, that goes off. I'll give it to your frightened friend.
Sure.
That
My frightened
will
friend has
actually
-6 stuff.
apply if you rally it.
If you
That
rally, yes.
will keep applying. Yeah.
All
Anyway,
right.
yeah. Go ahead.
This card. Well, I'm gonna play 2, scare alike.
Mhm.
Gonna frighten my frightened friend and your friend.
Yep. Makes sense.
Score phase confirmed.
Sure.
Has to.
Fair enough. Well, I guess I should do that again.
Oh wow, it's an orange card.
Well, good thing I didn't play the blue-orange deck.
It's my entry. Cursed, what have you done to my entry? Give it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
win.
that will keep on happening. And I guess I should do to move Novo.
Has free power, right?
She has 6 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And go to score phase.
Yeah.
Front.
Sure.
For what it's worth, I will apply to the scare alike.
Sure. Even though Yankistan is Swift? Sure. 3T, draw a card. Oh, this is no good. Do I just pass? I think I just pass. Go ahead.
Yeah. I note in the chat. This is this isn't the only clearly broken stuff you're gonna see in this set. This is very much going to be a look into a first playtest of a set design wave. As I said, set's never been played before.
I mean, if I get my entry, we'll maybe see some stuff.
There's going to be
Is
some fun
all I'm
stuff
gonna say.
happening. Okay, there it is. That work already? Well, you have some AT, so maybe it won't work, but we'll see. I've got my cards here.
You have AT.
So sure. That actually just works on its own. So let's try it. I'm going to pay 2 for a strategic reserve over here. This card is persistent. At the start of your score phase, lose your action tokens and put a one yellow critter friend token with strategy counter on it into play for each action token lasts. At the end of the score phase, banish those friends and get a T back for them. So basically, at the start of the score phase, I turn my action tokens into critter tokens, and at the end of the score phase, they turn back into action tokens.
Sounds pretty strong.
And so, now I'm gonna. Why not? I'm gonna play the flashy version. Yeah, this still works. 1 for Rush Makeover on my main into pink. And then, wait a second, no, 1 because of Rush Makeover for Thorax and Queen Novo as well. Token friends are 2-power changelings that are colorless and can't have abilities. My token friends have +1 power.
So each of your critters will be 3 power then?
Each of my critters will be 3 power instead of 1 power. Yes.
Looks pretty strong.
And then, yeah, so now I will go to score phase.
Yeah.
I will lose this action token, and this will be a 3-power colorless critter changeling.
Okay.
And I will try to confront my 1AT.
Yeah.
Okay, and yours?
Sure.
Okay, and then we'll have a face-off.
All right. 2 power, you win.
Okay.
My next problem is, at the start of your turn, you may move a frightened friend to this problem. 3 blue plus 2 wild.
Okay.
6 for cursor.
Yeah, and yeah, to question for the chat, yeah. So the card is so yeah, it is banish all friends with strategy counters on them. So the fact that it got changed from a critter to a changeling, it still has the counter on it. I still get the AT back.
Oh yeah, makes sense. My turn?
Your turn. I did play 2 friends that turn, so Novo doesn't trigger. Yeah.
Wow. No entry today, huh? I swear I have entry in my deck. I swear. We saw it earlier. Okay, so you only reduce power if you only played 1 friend, correct?
That's right.
It's played, so your critters don't count. That's fine. So at the start of my turn, I will... Well, I already drew the card, but I was going to do that anyway, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to move a frightened friend.
You can move
which
mine too
will
if you
be-
want.
I guess. Sure, we'll move this thing.
Okay.
All right, do I just draw cards for entry? Because I really do need some entry. Would love some entry. Let's draw 1 card. Oh, that didn't work for some reason. Okay. Let us see what we do next. Do I just do this? Oh, you're playing pink. You have a bunch of removal, probably. That's annoying. Although your critter card is interesting. Like, you can't choose to not do that, and you lose all of them. Like, you can't even choose a portion of them. Which means you will never have score phase.
I will never have AT during my score phase.
Yes. You know, maybe it should say at the start of escort phase, so it's both of them.
That could be an interesting change to it. Yeah.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I have 6 AT. 6 AT is not enough AT. Unless it is. Wait, it totally is. Okay. Let's start by playing Applejack.
Mhm.
I now possess orange.
That you do.
Continue with the Big Mac.
Sure.
And I'll finish with Icon of Perseverance.
Okay.
Actually, it's gonna be here.
So I will let you know that you are playing. This is exactly what my other blue-orange deck is.
Oh.
So,
Well, maybe we had the same deck.
I think, yeah. Explain for the audience what Icon of Perseverance does.
So, immediate and frighten one of your friends to move this card. There is some really fun things you can do with this card. But none of that is happening right now. So I will unfrighten my thing to move that card here.
Mhm.
There we go. All right. Score phase confront.
Sure.
Pass to you.
Your Big Mac eats my stick, I assume.
Yeah. My Big Max. It's your stick. Thank you.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, so this is the part you might have been able to tell, where this deck kind of starts getting a little not so fun. Because I believe I just go to score phase and get
Okay.
4 3-power tokens.
That's fine.
And try to confront your problem
That's okay.
and mine
That's okay.
and face off.
Sure. So you have 12 power? No, yeah, you have 12 power.
I have 12 power, yes.
I have 3 plus 3, 6. 10. I have 10. That's not too bad. So you're up by 5, right? No. You're up by 4.
12, 15.
And I have 12. By 3. Okay.
By 3, that's right.
Let's see if I can do anything about that. Dang, I'm 1 power short to win this. That's fine, you win.
Okay. I'll score 1. End of score phase. These turn back into action tokens. Replace problems.
Oh, I might have not shuffled my problem deck.
Oh.
I will do that. I will put like the bottom 2 cards on top and shuffle it now.
Yeah, so this is a conversation that's going on in the chat. Yeah, it had been my understanding that a card like this makes them both critters and changelings at the same time. But it's possible that they turn into changelings and aren't critters anymore.
That doesn't matter, right? For what you're doing anyway.
It doesn't matter for what I'm doing, but it could matter for like.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is your turn.
It is my turn. 480. Draw a card. This is not the card I needed. Okay, so it's my turn to do crazy things.
Yep.
Maybe not. We'll see. Maybe I'll just skip. No, we'll totally do it because it's only 380. So for 380, I will actually, let's say I move this friend here because of the problem.
Mhm.
But it actually does not matter. I'm gonna play Forced March, which says immediate, frighten one of your friends to move one of your characters.
Yep. Here we go. This is the fun stuff.
So I'm gonna move Icon of Perseverance over here and unfrighten this thing, Pinky.
Yep.
I'm gonna go to my score phase, attempt to confront.
Seems good to me.
And then I'm gonna frighten Pinky, move sure, let's move my main And I'm gonna unfrighten Pinky, move this thing. And I'm gonna frighten poor Pinky. And move this thing here.
Mhm.
Now I'm in my next confront step again.
Yep.
Attempt to confront the second one.
Yep.
Maybe this game will end really quick because we're going at super speed right now.
Yeah, I mean, both of us just have free DFO on our turn, so
It's actually not what my deck really does. My real intention of the deck is something else. It's just it also does aggro on its side. Anyway, I think I win that one.
Mhm.
And obviously, I'm gonna repeat the thing to move a bunch of stuff before the end of my turn. When an opponent retires a non-token friend to their home limit, you may draw a card. Well, that's not happening with you, I think. I'm gonna move that there, that there. That's good enough. All right, your go.
Okay. 4 AT and draw. So, if I just pass, I've got 24 power and tokens. Or
That's
no.
fine with me.
Yeah.
If I get a certain card next turn, I'm gonna show you something cool. So GP guesses that Hufar here is for because I can have infinite movement. Yes. So when you play Hufar, all of your characters have Traveler, so you can get infinite power counters on all of your friends. But there's actually another thing that's could happen in this deck. And there's actually a completely different deck entirely that you can build with this, which I will get into once we finish the game.
Yeah. So there is an interesting point that didn't come up because Hithroc did a DFO. One of the things about this deck is that it's super incentivized to run all problems that are only wild requirement.
Yeah, because
because my tokens lose their colors when they turn into changelings.
yeah.
So
Interesting. I really like this. I really like this card. The yellow card you're running. Maybe it's a little crazy, like with this combination, but I think it's interesting nonetheless.
Okay, so I think, given the circumstances, I'm going to actually spend my AT on something.
Okay.
I'm going to play end with a flourish. Let's put it over here. So this is a finale card. This is actually one of my favorite new keywords. It probably isn't going to go off in this in this game. So finale says when you play this card, if there are two cards with the same name as this card in your discard pile, you get 2 extra token copies of this card. But this is the first one I played this game, so that's not going to happen. But then, when this card enters play, dismiss an opposing friend with power greater than or equal to this card's power. This card has 2 power. I'm going to dismiss Icon of Perseverance.
Sure. I should have frightened all of my friends, right? Then you couldn't do that. I mean, I can still do that. You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I will. In response, I'm gonna frighten my board. Except, well, frightening forced march is frighten one of my friends. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna do all of that, and I'm gonna move like Selena a bunch of times.
Okay.
There you go. My board is frightened. No more power shenanigans.
Big Mac?
No, Big Mac will remain unfrightened.
Oh, okay, okay.
He will lose his power counter. I don't want that.
And then let's see. Let me make sure. So 2 plus 3 plus 3, and then I have 3 more over here. Yeah, and then I just go to Scoreface.
Okay.
And I'll use changelings this time.
Sure.
For Grand Pause. And I shall try to confront your problem.
Yeah, you're good on both of them. I'm not doing anything.
All right.
Blue's team. I can't imagine I'm running this card, but I am.
That
Can't
I'll
believe it.
admit that's kind of a meme card. But I knew there would be some synergies to it.
I mean, in this deck, it's actually okay.
Yeah, I'll just explain these cards. We're probably not going to see them again. So there's that. Yep. This is blue implementation of Full Steam. This costs 2 and gives you 4, but you got to pay 2 more to get to rally it. And mine is it's a Skystar. Friends in High Places costs 3. It says you get a 2 AT discount on your first friend of the turn, but every friend after that costs 1 more. This is another card I think is probably way too powerful. Frankly,
Yeah,
especially because it's not unique.
yeah. And it's like there's no floor either for ET reduction.
Yeah.
So I actually would compare blue. Like I know it's a reference to Full Steam, but this card is actually more similar to Prim Hemline, if you remember that one.
Yeah, that's a fair call.
It's also 2 ET for power, and it's also doesn't do stuff. Although Prim Hemline was good as entry in this card, not so much.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll take my 1 AT for the face off.
Sure.
And then I'll take my 5 AT back.
I think I did the stupid, but that's fine.
And then we go new problems. Oh yeah, the rest of my problem deck is all normal problems.
Opponents can't exhaust resources. Well,
And then it is your go.
okay. 18, draw a current. Oh, I think I did the stupid. I shouldn't have frightened everything. Oh well. Hmm. Let's see. I'm gonna pay 1 to draw.
All right.
Gonna pay 1 more to draw. Come on. Give me the card. I'm gonna pay 1 more to draw. I mean, this is indeed a card. It's not quite the card I wanted, but not really much of a chooser right now. Do I just you're at 10 points. You are at 10 points. Can I afford to pass? No. Let's play Icon of Perseverance.
Sure.
And I will do the thing and
And
fight
you'll-
on all of my friends.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that, that, sure, whatever. And I will score phase confront my problem.
Yep.
And your problem.
Mm-hmm.
And face up. Oh, rushed makeover.
Oh, Brian goes into play, I guess.
Wow, I definitely shuffled the deck this time. But okay, and I will move stuff back after the face off the dome. So
Yep.
That's there. That's there. Sure. And I will keep these 2 things frightened, so you don't do shenanigans on me.
Indeed, why not?
All right. Oh, I think I should get 9. I have 9 cards in my hand. I'm gonna discard pressing issue. I don't think I will need dilemmas in this game. Go ahead.
I have been forgetting to activate my main. Thank you, Pancake. There's been I should have been activating it on like all these turns.
Oh, yeah.
But that's fine.
I forgot to. You have your main.
Anyway, yeah, I took my AT. I draw. That's a good card. But of course, yeah, the main issue with this deck is that I don't really have incentive to spend action tokens anymore.
Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah, which did definitely make me consider that I should have just put Miss Main in here as the finisher.
Oh yeah, it'll be good. Okay, are you just doing a double face off?
sorry. Let me think about this.
I really hope I can do a thing before either of us wins.
I mean, so let me see here. 1, 2, 3. You are going to probably won't get there on your next turn.
Probably not. Yeah.
So what I will somewhat overkill, but sure. That card's not unique, so I'll pay another Thorax and Queen Novo.
Sure.
So now my tokens are 4 power.
That's fine.
And then I will go to score phase and do the thing.
Yep.
Seven of them, 4. Oh, you're just gonna let me do
We
it?
just I'm not winning that face off anyway.
Okay.
Oh, it's Pony Pirate. Do you know why Pony Pirate is in this deck?
It's in my deck too, yeah. I'm well aware of the fun stuff you can do with that.
That's actually not what this deck is doing.
Oh.
Well, it is doing the thing with Pony Pirate because it's really good, but there is another thing. Like I want to draw a certain card, and then it's gonna be fun.
Let's get rid of
Tagging out. When one of your friends leaves play, if the friend had any +1 power counters, you may transfer them basically. Ooh. Opposing characters here with highest power among opposing characters can't contribute. Yeah. All right, my turn.
Yep.
5/18, draw a card. That's not the card I wanted. Well, let's draw a card.
I'm really interested to see what the fancy thing you got going on here is.
Dang. No, did not get it. Well, that's fine. We'll play Pony Pirate instead.
And you'll frighten everything.
I'll frighten everything everywhere. So yeah, I'll frighten everything, and obviously I'm gonna. Oh, actually, no, I messed it up, right? Yep. I left this card frightened, which means I actually cannot do anything.
Oh.
I think you just win then, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ah, damn. I did not think of that. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have anything to unfrighten it, and I don't have IT because I drew a bunch of cards.
Right.
Because I really wanted a certain card.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I'm gonna win, then, would you like to explain it?
Oh, so the strongest thing with this combo here is not the fact that you can move stuff. That's the weakest part. It's the fact that when you frighten something, it loses all its counters, including exhaustion counters, which means you can infinitely ready anything, right? So the simplest thing to do is to run Starlight and gain infinite AT and win the game, but that's boring. And that's also not in the colors. Like this is intended to be as like an aggro deck, but also some other things. So what I'm running instead is where's that card? Maybe I removed it? Like I was running 2 of them at least. There we go. So this guy lets you meal your opponent and yourself as well. Because I can keep frightening it, and then frightening it, and exhausting, and then frighten and frighten, and so on. So the plan was to frighten your entire board with Pony Pirate, and then mill you out of your deck, and my deck as well. But I don't care that much about my deck.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's good by being bad.
But hey, you win.
I did, but yeah, this is kind of what I was afraid of this deck doing. Is just
Yeah.
now, admittedly, if there's troublemakers out, this just doesn't work. because
Yeah.
I only get those in the score phase. But of
But
course,
you're yellow.
yeah, I'm yellow. I have ways of dealing with that.
But like, can you like if I actually did the pony pirate thing, would you be able to do anything?
Well, like, right, and that's all. That's all at immediate.
Yes, all of that is immediate, and
So
well,
I would play a stick and frighten pony pirate. I think.
yeah, I guess you
No,
could do that.
well, wait. Can you not just unfrighten her?
Oh yeah, I can just unfrighten her.
Yeah. So I need removal then.
You have to remove her. Yeah.
Yeah, which I don't have in my hand right now. Say, I mean, I do have belly flops in here. Do I would and I need to wait. I need to wait to get to pink if I want to do anything. So I did just draw one of those at the top, which is good, but I need a way to get to pink. And there's
Also,
uh
no, it's not good because I can just keep pony pirate frightened. Like I keep pony pirate frightened at home. She does not
right,
have power. Cannot dismiss her with that card.
right. So only belly flop would do it,
Yep.
which I still haven't drawn one. That also, oh, this is Pinkie Pie, but that also doesn't work. Huh, there's
So
a stupid thing.
being able to infinitely ready stuff is something that is a big no-no.
Where the heck? They were way at the bottom of my deck. It seemed. There's
Oh
one.
yeah, there is
Finally,
one.
jeez Louise.
Well, see, I have Spike at the bottom of it, so well, pretty much so. I guess that's fair. So being able to infinitely ready stuff is like a big no-no.
Yeah.
But I think there's a really simple fix to that. I think the card that lets you frighten to move is fine. It's the unfrightenedness that
Yeah. 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 For
unfrighten
sure.
is too strong in general. So the easy fix for that is to make this card stubborn and make it exhaust. So you can only use it once. Like unfrighten, you move and it still contributes power, and I think it will be pretty good card for its cost.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let me take the notes here. I found a perseverance. To stubborn and exhaust to use, which makes sense. Grandpa's is noting in the chat that Thorax and Queen Nova is too strong overall, and that's probably fine. Like I'll admit, I was mostly hoping that this would be a defensive card, like an anti-token strategy. Though I could remove the token friends at +1 power and keep it in flavor. I mean that feels a little weak for a UR then though.
Oh, so I think he's talking about the critter thing.
Okay. Oh, he's talking about strategic reserve. Okay, that is fine. Yeah.
I think if you do it at both score phases,
That's potential. Yeah.
and I think like it has a big weakness, but not all of the most of the decks cannot abuse it. Is that like if all of your critters are removed during the score phase, you don't get any AT back.
Yes, I know Grandpa's it's super pushed. I was trying to put yellow in a direction that had no support from any other sets, so I pushed things a little bit. So here's a possibility. Say the end trigger is not at end of score phase; it's at the start of your next turn. So now, yeah, if there's if the opponent has a main phase speed board wipe, you just lose all your action tokens.
I think it should consume some of the AT. I think you banish like 2 critters for 1 AT. But I guess that's too expensive. Or maybe not. Like paying 1 AT for 2 critters.
Oh yeah, and then yeah,
Cockatrice migration.
Grandpa's points out, yeah, if you do it that way, then you lose a bunch to home limit if you DFO with it as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's.
Yeah, that's one thing to do. And another thing to do is make you remove 2 for 1 AT. So you only get half AT back. But I do like the home limit idea better, except you have trading water and all the other stuff.
Treading water is a good point. Treading water is a good point.
Like you just play this in Thorax, right?
Yeah. 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 There'll have to be some more to it. So, one interesting thing, well, one unfortunate thing that I learned is that unfortunately there's a lot of cards in this set that aren't useful right now because none of the cards have traits. Because traits matter
Yeah,
is a big thing in this set,
yeah,
and none of the cards have traits, and that really sucks. Like so, for example, one of the designs that I'm most proud of is the card that's like Train Traditions, but only if you run a bunch of traits. It's like, let me pull up the stats here. Oh, oopsies. It's like for I don't remember what the starting confronts were, but it says when you play a friend, if it has a trait that you don't have among your other friends, then that friend gets an extra color when it enters play. And so the first friend you play every game will have an extra color because you have no other friends in play. And then so you kind of get a like kind of Train Traditions like effect. But then if you don't have more traits to play, you don't get that effect for later friends. Oh, and the extra color goes away at the end of the turn, obviously. But that card's useless. There are no traits in these colors.
yeah.
One of the deck ideas I wanted to run. Oh yeah. So your deck looks very similar to
Yeah, I mean, I just
the
saw
one that I
the
pulled,
infinitely unfrightened,
with the exception
infinitely frightened,
of Spike.
and
Yeah.
I just focused on that. Like, oh, I'm building blue orange.
Let me see. Is there anything in here that I had that was different? Oh, I had the Smolders.
Also, Grogger's Lair destroys your deck.
Oh yeah, Grogar's Lair is yeah. That deck is awful. Grogar's Lair around. Oh, I included the if I can find that thing. Yes, the blue Bunyip as well. When you confront this card's problem, if you move this card this turn, score a point.
Yeah, I thought about that, but I figured I don't like my deck. I feel like is tight on space anyway. But I guess it wasn't that tight because I actually haven't used any of the blue orange cards. But I think that's because I got the combo too early. Like the idea of this deck to use like combo thing, like the synergy thing, is a like supplement, not as a primary thing that this deck does. So this is like primarily blue orange aggro. But if it gets the infinite movement frighten thing, well, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So Grandfather's so part of it was that I was wholly expecting Hithroc to play purple something, and I wasn't super interested in a control versus control grind fest. I did have some purple ideas. Yeah, one of my short list of decks that I wanted to play, actually two of them. Um, if the multi trait cards worked, then I think there's a blue purple deck with Rutherford main that does like event aggro with the multi trait stuff. Um, because there's a fair amount of event copying that you can do with like the multi trait cards. Um, and then
Mm-hmm.
of course, yeah, purple white control is built into the deck with the trinket theme. Because there's the purple white ultra rare. Donate a
And
resource to your opponent to move one of their cards.
I mean, like in general, white is oriented on trinkets a lot in this set.
Well, yeah, and that's what happens when you again want to push a whole new mechanic that doesn't exist. You need lots of trinket generators.
I really, for control, I really liked the resource. I think that resource is extremely strong.
Which one?
The one that skips problem face-offs forever.
Oh, I mean it's denying your opponent points, I guess, right?
Well, yeah, which is really strong.
Right. Oh yeah, and your problem stays out forever. Yeah.
No, I think
No, no.
you still
Yeah,
replace them, right?
they do replace it. Yes, but yeah, you deny your opponent problem face off. Yeah, that makes sense. Are
Like it's
you
1AT. It's well, I guess uniqueness does not matter on that card.
right? Is that card only 118?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's the one.
1AT 6 power. That's
Right, because I was
pretty good.
thinking it was kind of middling. But well, yeah, it's obvious. Yeah, for control purposes, it is a good card.
I actually expected you to play white with trinkets and maybe hats.
Right.
I was sort of expecting you to play that
So actually,
or purple aggro.
the very first thing that I wanted to play was farm. Actually,
Oh,
with the Celestia, that whenever a troublemaker enters play, it comes out of your discard pile to go to that troublemaker's problem. With this main, yes. But then, like as I was building that deck, I found this strategic reserve combo, and I was like, I should just make that the whole deck, really.
yeah. I just wanted to play some blue orange once in a while. Sometimes you don't always play control, and yeah.
Fair enough. I mean, when you find something like that, that's what you do.
Well, I mean, something like this is it's even better if I build a combo around it, right? I like make infinite AT with it. I put some stuff that lets me search for friends. All of that good stuff. But that's not what I try to do, right? Again, the synergy here is just a supplement to the deck. I think a very strong one, though.
Right.
Very strong one.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, that was about an hour's worth. We know that the other deck I've got is just Hithroc's deck, but weaker.
Which I think it was not a mirror.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's much value in running another time around. I will say that yeah, we did some fun stuff to make this work. So unfortunately, other people out there are not going to be able to get these cards into TTS anytime soon.
Well, I mean, I can just share the stack of cards.
Oh right, the object. I guess so.
Yeah, so and could also make the cards searchable. Well, that's for future. I haven't released that yet, so.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, I mean, I suppose we could do that. Obviously, put them in the fan card creations channel in Discord.
yeah,
But I suppose we could do that, and then you're not going to be able to build with these cards on Ponyhead. It is a bit
yeah.
of a chore to work them into your deck. But I suppose yes, in theory, you could then use them in TTS. I am going to make some modifications to the spreadsheet because I think there's some stuff in there that needs to change. And well, as mentioned, there needs to be traits for like half the set to work properly. So I suppose there's that. I will also let slip that, just as with Slogfest, Stockholm Syndrome happens, and I've been having some ideas lately on another custom set uh, that might happen at some point in the future.
Well, good luck. It takes a lot of work to build a set.
It does.
I don't think I would even able to build one. Maybe like 10 cards is my limit. I
Huh?
can come up with 10 cards.
I mean, mini sets are a thing.
Yeah, all of them are tricksy.
I mean, that's no less than I would expect. But anyway, thanks everyone for coming out and sharing in this madness with us. I hope it was an enjoyable time. We will be back 2 weeks from today. I guess we have an online con to talk about, or we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and actually the draft is starting in a not long from now. So we should probably get off the air.
Good thing we both played aggro, so our match was super quick and not 3 hours.
Yeah, good.
Like last
Good
time.
point. That.
Last time we had to speed it up, right? You had to like
Yes.
increase the. Yeah.
Yeah, that may have been another reason why I didn't want to play purple. But anyway, yeah, and thank you, Hithroc, for giving me the opportunity to demonstrate this stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. I looked through the cards. I enjoyed it.
Alrighty, well, for everybody else, if you're playing an online con today or tomorrow, best of luck. Neither Hithroc nor I. Well, you might be. Probably not,
Not for
though.
me.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to be available for either of them. I think it's a long weekend actually for both the Canadians and the Americans. So enjoy your long weekend, everybody. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. I have been Cursor Chords.
I've been Hithroc.
Bye.
Bye.